Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and super intelligent shades of the colour yellow, you're all welcome here, however you may identify. Today, my very, very special guest is the lovely Melissa B, who has an exciting thing coming up this November. It's going to be an event extraordinaire. It's going to be incredible. So I'll shut up and let her tell us all about it. Melissa.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Great to see you again. I'm really excited. I think the idea of this came from, I'm in Australia, Adelaide, Australia, and we don't really have very many events that focus on the carnivore way of life. And I just thought to myself, how about if I create it and I ask people to come, whether they will? And that's exactly what I did. So in November, we've got the first really ever big Carnivore Collective live event here in Australia with some really influential leaders in the carnivore space, including yourself, coming to visit us and spend the day with us here in Adelaide. The idea for me really is to bring people together. So it's about community, but it's also about, empowering people to make positive choices in their life. I want them to come and have an experience. So, it's not just sitting down and hearing the information all day. We'll have exhibitors, health, wellness, lifestyle, relaxation zones. We'll have demonstrations, activations on the stage, and then in between we've got some amazing speakers like yourself, Anthony Chafee. We've got Natalie West from Melbourne. We've got Bella Steak and Buttergal coming down from America, as well as Kerry Mann Jr., who is filming the Healing Humanity documentary about carnivore, and he's an amazing person. They're both actually beautiful people and really wanted to be a part of it. We've got Anthony Fayez, who's a friend and a business partner of mine with the Lean 7. So we've got a local doctor here in South Australia doing amazing things, Dr. Carolyn Harris. So it's a real great combination of people out there sharing their knowledge, experience, and information with everyone who attends. And I think it'll be about, 350 people in the room coming to hear and learn and grow really from what they're learning and hearing. Yeah.
Awesome. Brilliant. And I, for one, am looking forward hugely to the event. It'll be the first time I've done a live conference event as a social media influencer, as someone that's been doing what I've been doing for the last few years.
Yeah.
Every conference I've ever been to previously was in my former life as an academic, and I was there in different roles doing different things, etc. So we're going to have some fun on the day, and there are people that are looking forward to seeing any number of these influencers that they wouldn't otherwise perhaps get to see, and certainly not down under here. However, Ted hasn't got an invite.
I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that.
Goodness.
Definitely welcome to attend.
I think he might even be there. You never know. He might show up.
Oh, good. Beautiful.
Yes.
That's great.
Who knows? But no, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
You said before people looking forward to seeing you all, and I think it's the beauty of technology. We are able to reach so many more people these days, and it has been really amazing to see the messages coming through, the people contacting me and saying, we are so excited. They're in this space. They watch you guys on YouTube. Everyone's got a big presence on social media. And they're all like, we are so excited to see Bart or Anthony or everyone in one room. They just can't believe it. And we've got people flying to Adelaide from all over the country. So all over Australia, they're coming down. We've also got a few from New Zealand who have booked to come, and a couple coming from America also. So there's just people really wanting to be in the energy of that space. And why wouldn't you? You've got so many amazing people in one place.
Oh, exactly. And I don't think we mentioned him earlier, but also Dave Mack. That's cool. No, I'm also looking forward to meeting some of these characters in the flesh. Many of them I've spoken to using technology, and we've done collaborative videos and things together, but actually being in the same place is going to be so awesome. So much. We're going to have so much fun, I think.
Yeah,
so, yes, all right. What is the event called? Where is it? How do people get involved in getting tickets and all of that?
Yeah, it's called Carnivore Collective Live. It's on the 23rd of November in Adelaide, South Australia. Perhaps I'll give you the link and you can pop it into the description.
Beautiful.
For tickets.
Perfect.
Tickets are all the VIP tickets and the VIP. We've got a VIP dinner in the evening also that's fully sold out. But we have general admission tickets still available. It will be all very connected, and the general admin tickets still give you access to everyone and everything that's there, and they are also selling pretty quickly. So I even said it to a lot of the locals here, don't wait until the last minute because it's selling really quickly. We've sold over half, and we're, what are we in July? So yeah, really exciting. And this is just the beginning, like we were just saying, this is just the beginning, I feel, for this kind of event for people, to bring people together. The idea is to take this global and take it wherever people, want it and need it.
Awesome. Well, glad to be a small part of that in my own way. Looking forward to it a great deal. Yeah, no, I wouldn't miss it. It's the first opportunity really for me to do a live event that's on this side of the planet. So that's awesome.
That's great.
So I'll jump all over that, obviously. And looking forward to seeing as many of you as possible there on the day and around the day. Do come up and say good day. And
there's actually, what's really interesting is to start to realize how many people out there are either beginning their journey, their carnivore journey, or they've been on it for a while. And I think people like the idea of coming together with others who think and do the same as them, because it's kind of been a bit few and far between. But in this space, people are coming together, and I think they like the idea of being around like-minded people. And also then for people who are new into the space or are making new choices, to be around people who, are advocates and have the knowledge to share and help them make their decisions going forward. So that's the intention. That's my intention and the vision always for these kind of events.
Awesome. All right. So there it is, the Carnivore Collective Live, November 23rd, Adelaide, South Australia, not South Australia. Yeah. Tickets available from the link that'll be underneath this video in the show notes in the top line. Basically, once Melissa gets that to me in the next little bit, that'll be awesome. From there, let's go back a bit to who is Melissa B? Where did you come from? How did you get to where you are? How did you discover the carnivore diet in the first place? And give us your rundown on all of that.
So my health and wellness journey kind of started a while back, 2010. I had a whole heap of unrelated health issues that popped up, and I was not conscious enough to realize that something I was doing was causing that. And at its worst, I was at work one day and I, kind of looked around and I could hear a sound. And before I knew it, I had a ringing in the ear, screaming so loud that I had a bit of vertigo and I was dizzy, and I'm like, what is this? And it wouldn't stop. So I, went and got some testing done. I was basically told, you've got tinnitus, a ringing in the ear that will never go away. Here's a script for 100 boxes of repeat steroid nasal sprays and blood thinners, and you need to take these the whole rest of your life, and there's nothing we can do for you. Goodbye. And I did have an awareness enough to walk out and say, you know what, if my body created this, maybe something I can do can reverse, the symptoms. And I did. And back then the information wasn't as readily available about lifestyle choices and nutrition and what we're eating and how we're thinking, and so I had to go and find the right people to help me, and I did. I spent about a year of exploration and changing a whole heap of things in my lifestyle, and it had a huge impact. Like I was able to, I say reverse. I'm doing reverse because on my back I had this like candida mark on my back that kind of like grew all the way to the front of my arms and looked like a birthmark. It just was kind of not going away, and that all went back. So that completely went, and then everything I was just feeling so much better, and then lost a lot of weight, feeling very healthy and well, and the ear significantly lowered. So it still exists, but I know what makes it worse, and I barely even hear it. So at that time, I thought to myself, look, if I'm looking for this kind of information, and this has helped me in such a huge way in terms of just generally feeling very well, then I want to share this with other people. And I started running some events, retreats, wellness days, which turned into hosting really large, well-known guest speakers, book launches, film launches. And yeah, I did that for quite a few years, and they were very successful. I enjoyed all of that. And then in between, I had a divorce and some stressful years, which impacted my health significantly, my mental health also. And yeah, kind of went backwards a little bit and wasn't able to maintain what I had achieved. And, the beauty of it was I kind of knew how to get myself back into gear when I was out of survival mode. And at that point I think that was 2021, when I met Anthony Fayez, who you've had on your show, from the Lean 7. And, I was really just ready to make some changes again in my life. It's like, right, time to take care of myself. And a lot of people, feel the same way, but they don't know what to do, or they don't know what the next step is. And, divinely guided, Anthony Fayez shows up in my life and tells me a bit about who he is and what he does. And he just said, I've got this program, you should try it. You've got no idea what this could do for you. And I really didn't, but I just knew it was time to make some positive change, and really stepped into it and had some amazing, amazing results in terms of body transformation. But, I often say to people, I don't just want you to look the way I look, I want you to feel the way I feel. And so what it's done is really made me feel so much younger, like my whole being feels younger. I feel like I'm 18 and I'm turning 41 soon. So, it's just been a huge transformation point in my life. And he and I worked together on getting that program out to the world online, so that we can positively impact more people there, to kind of, there's so many people that have, there's so many people out there who contact us have got so much going on for them in their health or their well-being. It's unbelievable the messages we receive in terms of what people are going through in terms of health. So I'm a huge advocate now for empowering people to make the right choices in their life to live their best life. And why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't they? But the thing is, people need to, seek the right information and then make informed choices. And that's what I did. And it's completely changed my world. So then what happened was, and we'll get to Carnivore, is that a year into that program, and, I completely changed my body. And I thought, I'll do a bikini bodybuilding competition, because why not? I never thought that I would. Mum of two. And I just thought, well, you know what? It's nice to see how far I can push myself and set myself a new goal. And I did that in, I think, 2022. And what got me onto Carnivore was about 4 weeks out from the date, I got quite unwell. I got sick. And I was out for, like a week or so. And I'm like, I'm not going to make this. Like, I've stopped training. I don't feel well. And Anthony just said, you know what, Mel, you should try Carnivore for the last four weeks of your prep. And yeah, I did that, and it completely changed the way my body presented. Like, I was sucked right in, and, it really helped in terms of aesthetics for the way you look for bodybuilding competition. However, what I did learn was how much better I felt eating that way. And it has now become the core way that I eat, which is mostly red meat, salt and butter. And I guess if there is times when I may go more to, a ketovore or something like that, which isn't very often, but if I do, I feel the difference. And right now I've been going quite a while, just on Carnivore, and I feel amazing. Like, there is no better feeling, and there is no reason now for me to go back to eating any other way, because why would I choose that for myself when I know how this feels? So
yeah.
That has been my biggest driver. And I often say, if I've had this experience, why wouldn't I want to share this with others? this is not just reserved for me. This is for me to share with the world. And that's the intention of the event. So in the US, they have these massive events, and here in Australia, you know, we've got beautiful Australian beef. Recently, I met some amazing people here in South Australia in the Adelaide Hills who have a, you know, grass-fed, grass-finished organic farm, and we're learning a lot about, you know, their beef and, you know, eating really good quality meats. And that's what I want to share with people now, is that experience that I've had, bring together people who I've been following like yourself and everybody else, and create like a cauldron of empowerment and get people to be aware of what they have access to, if only they would make the change or the choice.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, also, before we drop this in the next few days onto the old YouTubes there, if you'd like to flick me through some before and afters of the bod transformation, I think that would be something that people would be very interested in.
Yes.
But just in the meantime, give us some numbers. How much did you lose?
So I think it was 23 kilos and 10% body fat.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. And certainly, you know, like many carnivores, you don't look your age, you don't present your age. If someone had to guess your age, they wouldn't say you're in your 40s, probably.
No. And it's so funny. You know, one day last week, I think I had 3 different people at different times completely freak out at the fact that I'm turning 41 soon. So
is one of those people yourself? Are you freaked out at turning 41?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wait till you get to be my age. Then you'll be worried.
I honestly, it's a feel thing. It's a feel, like you know, like the body is our vessel. It's the vehicle that holds us, and then we've got this, you know, being, this feeling, and it's like, sure, I might be 41 or almost 41, but my body doesn't look 41 or what 41 supposedly meant to look like, but I actually, the inside of me feels much younger. And it gives you drive, it gives you zest for life, it gives you just a lot of an energy that I didn't have for a very long time. And that's most people, when they interact with me in person or, you know, online, they feel that in me, and then I hope to share that with them, just to say, oh, don't forget about that in you, because you've all got that.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. It lives in there. You just need to get out of your own stupid way, folks.
I know. Yeah, I've had some interesting conversations. I continue to, you know, I'll tell you an interesting story. Like, I work in an office, my day job, and I start to feel like the odd one out when they're all eating rubbish in the afternoon because they're tired, bored, stressed, and I'm, you know, vibrantly awake and not participating, and I honestly sometimes start to feel out of place, and I'm like, what kind of world are we living in? You know, where you have to feel like out of place when you're living, you know, vibrantly.
Yeah. It's not the norm.
It's not the norm.
No. Well, there you have it. That's pretty much where it's at. It's a great story, and it will continue, I think, to be a great story, because, you know, once a person knows what you know and lives the way you live, there is no looking back. There is no going back.
No.
Yeah, it's a whole new lease on life, really. I just wish I'd discovered everything that I now know decades sooner. That would have been awesome. I'd have been unstoppable, I think. Yeah. Maybe it's a good thing I wasn't.
Oh.
Who knows? Can you imagine that? If I was actually running the world, goodness me, what do you think Ted would think about me running the world? He wouldn't have it, would he? No,
I don't think so.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's right. I think also just as, like, especially for women, because I interact a lot with women my age, and, you know, have had kids and mothers, and, you know, they often don't, they park themselves to the side, and I really want to make eating meat, you know, a thing for women, because I think they don't realise. You know, I was on Dave Mack interview recently also, and I said, no, strong is the new skinny. It's okay for us to eat. It's okay for a woman to eat meat every day and still feel feminine and look feminine, you know.
Yep. Make meat great again.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, look, Melissa, thank you very much for your valuable time this morning. I know you're busy, and thank you for coming online at stupid AM your time, 7:30 or something it was when you jumped on, just so that we could get this done. I know you've got stuff to do, so I'll let you get on with doing that. Thank you very much for letting us know about this event. And, you know, people,
if you haven't
seriously.
Book your tickets. Come join us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't wait, because it will sell out. There's no two ways about this.
No.
And, that's definitely a thing to do.
Yeah.
And we will see all of you there with bells on, yeah?
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks for being part of it. Thanks for having me on.
My pleasure. Thank you.